23. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Page 23. Hey, 23. Krishna hoite chaturmukha, hoya Krishna sevamuka. Brahma hoite Narayana Mahati, Narada hoite Vyasa, Madhvaka Vyasa Dasa, Purna Prajna Padmanabha Gauhati, Nihari Madhava Vamshi, Akshobhya Paramahamse, Shishya Bhumi Angikara Kori, Akshobhya Shishya Jaya, Kirtaname Parichaya, Saradase Gyase Dore, Sahoite Gaya Nidhi, Saradasya Vidyanidhi, Rajendra Hoiro Dahoite, Dara Kinkara Jaya, Damanami Parichaya, Parampara Janaparamate, Jaya Dharma Jase Gyati, Shivurusha Dhamma Jati, Ragate Brahmanya Tirtha Sohori, Vyasa Tirtha Tara Dasa, Lakshmi Pati Vyasa Dasa, Sahoite Madhavendra Puri, Madhavendra Puri, Bhara Krishna, Bhara Krishna, Bhara Nityananda Kriya Veta Virevu, Ekara Puri Se Banya Puri Renya Chittanya, Jagadur Gauram Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu Chittanya, Radha Krishna Narayana, Subhanu Vijaya Radhipara, Mara Priyanka, Rupan Saudara, Sukami Rupan Sanatara, Sukapya Madana, Garapri Pari Krishna Dasa, Krishna Dasa Priya Radhan Bharam Sevapara, Garapa Krishna Dasa, Vishwanatham Bhaktan Satam Baladevan Jagannatha, Karate Deva Kedindora, Mahabhaya Matra Bharati Dora Siddhora Bhara, Hare Bhaganate Garam Dora, Shiva Shivan Navi Bharata Rate Rate Ramara, Ahara Gayan Sandasan Dharma, Prabhupada Anjaranga Sita Rupa Rupa Rupa, Shri Vaishnava Bhakta Sita Jana, Yogiya Vedanta Veta Maya Vada Samahanta, Gora Vai Vajara Jadama, Satyari No Gaura Vani Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Gora Prabhupada Sama, Sukatiya Mahajana Jika Naradana, Sarvantare Dana Dana, Hey Saba Hari Dana, Goram Dera Nija Dana, Parera Sike Mora Dana, Guru Parampara, Guru Parampara, Parampara, Guru Parampara, Guru Parampara, Guru Parampara, Parampara, Guru Parampara, Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Navasi Jato Vaishnavera Gana Pratame Bandana Kori Savara Charana Nilachala Bhasti Gato Mahaprabhu Jana Kumite Bodhiya Bando Savara Charana Navadeepa Bhasti Jato Mahaprabhu Bhakta Savara Charana Bando Oya Bhakta Mahaprabhu Bhakta Yato Pradeshe Siddhi Savara Charana Bando Gloria Pranoti Jai 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 Korangera Dana Udabahu Kori Bando Sabara Charana Uyatena Hoye Bena Kavaya Kadasa Sabara Charana Bando Kante Kori Gata Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Vande Rupa Sanatana Dasa Raghunatha Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Basara Gunatha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Jivendoya Kori Sarvashada Priya Dhamma Sahavatari Adyanta Dulabha Prema Parivaridana Shikaya Sharanagati Bhakatena Prana Jaya Atmani Vedana Bhakti-devarana Avashyalakshmi Krishna Vipatapanana Bhakti-anukula Maka Jayaratikara Bhakti-pratikula Mama Bhajanangikara Sharanga Sharanagati Oi Vejahara Jaya Parikara Jaya Gora Hari Parikara Jaya Gora Hari Jaya Parikara Jaya Gora Hari 340. 340.
What's kadia mean? Does you know? Kadia.
I thought
Weeping. Okay. What was the page?
340. Sake Kalaya Goram Mudaram
Sake Kalaya
Ninditaha Taka Nindit Taka Kanti Kale Shavita Dhumati Dada Mohana Shavita Dhumati Dada Kamakanirupanadi Kamakanirupanadi
If you all listen to the Bengali singers of Gurudev's, you know, the big ones like Krishna Das, Tamal Krishna, you see that in order to get the number of beats, like even though it's Parama Kinshana, then you lose a beat. So what they do is they go Paramaya Kinshana. So if you listen to them enough, you can see where they do that. And then they'll just automatically do that.
I see.
We do.
We should do a bunch of them.
We're just doing them together.
Pages?
343.
And then do the other one.
Do you have some movies?
I have one.
What was the long one?
Hmm.
And Harmony one is great.
Alright, we can listen to that.
We haven't heard that in years.
Okay.
And whatever else you found.
Well, that's it. We have to do that one then. And then
Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande Madhana Samadhikara Makaya Nija Paramipanta Karande Krishna Deva Bhavantam Bande Krishna Deva Yayati Samadhishu Didirapi Pashati Natavanakanavarinichi Dharami Jamini Samyatavachyuta Sarati Paducharichi Krishna Deva Bhavantam Krishna Deva Bhavantam Akirtan Shatiraya Bimala Napani Mama Tiramati Parameshwara Taranti Kavanika Jogata Taranati Dati Krishna Deva Bhavantam Krishna Deva Bhavantam Jaya Mati Jaya Sanatana Sarita Buddha Krishna Namaste leke, lalita sati guna lamita vishati. Radhe jaya jaya madhava jayate. 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 Ram Guru Mai Karuna Burite, Sarasanatam Vani Pachorite, Karuna Rite, Sarasanatam Vani Pachorite. Ram Guru Mai Karuna Burite, Sarasanatam Vani Pachorite, Karuna Guru Mai Karuna Burite, Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Jayate. 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 Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe. Jaya Krishna Radhe Radhe Radhe.
Didn't they also sing Radha Bhajana?
Maybe.
Huh?
We can start that
I
tomorrow.
know.
If we start at 9.
Is that what?
If we start at 9, we can add that in.
Page 289.
But remember that for next time.
It's right here.
Radha Bhajana.
289.
Yeah. And then 285.
Right up the giant.
It used to be on page 114.
I'll remember.
She wants to start it tomorrow.
110.
It's a real good one, yeah.
110.
No, tomorrow. Namami Nandanandanam, 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 Namami Nandanandanam. Sucharu Bhadramandanam, Sukanaratna Kundanam, Suchachitam Gachandanam, Namami Nandanandanam, Sudegranetra Pankajam, Shikandamordajam, Ananga Koti Mohanam, Namami Nandanandanam. Sunatikagramurtikam Svajandajandapamtikam Navambudam Yatikanam Namami Nandanandanam Sarena Veranjitam Yatikarindrajanjitam Sapurapita Shovanam Namami Nandanandanam Vibhangadeha sundaram Nakavyuti sudakaram Amurya ratna bhushanam Namami nandanandanam Sugandha angasora pamuro virati kosubam Sugashri vatsalantanam Namami nandanandanam Vrindarana sunagaram vilasan gavasanam Sujanja Namami Nandanandanam Prajanganatunayakam Sudashuta Pradayakam Gajanmana Pralovanam Namami Nandanandanam Srinandanandanashtakam Pareryachanayandita Sare Bhava Hindustanam Savetaram Viyusakam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Namami Nandanandanam Page 25 Munindra Vrinda Vandite Chinoka Shoka Harini Prasana Vakra Pankaje Nikunja Bhuvilasani Rajendra Bharanandini Rajendra Sunu Samgate Yadakarishasi amam kripakatakshapadanam Ashoka Vishavarari Vitanamandapasite Prabhalavanavadari Prabhadurangi Komale Svarabhaya Svarakore Prabhuta Sampadavaya Amam kripakatakshapadanam Ranga Pratanga Panguramam Pramidamam Pratamramam Diganta Vana Patana Nirantaram Vatikrita Pratitinandanandane Kadakari Shasihamam Pripakatakshavajana Sadi Subhana Kampaka Pratita Dora Vignana Chitra Sankara Chatura Chavalokami Kedakari Shasihamam Kripakatakshavajana Madom Madhati Yovane Pramona Mandite Siyanurajarandite Viladilasa Pandite Ananya Danya Kunjaraja Kamate Rikovide Sadasari Sasihamam Kripakatakshavajana Asesha Hava Bhavanira Hiramana Bhushite Namuja Chata Tumba Tumba Tumbi Tumba Tukkari Kajata Manda Hasya Tuna Pura Tokya Nagari Sadasari Sasihamam Kripakatakshavajana Srinala Bala Bala Taranga Donate Sasagadaka Dora Nila Lochana Mamokane Yalanani Namano Gamu Gamu Anashite Kadakari Shasiyama Kripakatakshavajana Subhana Mani Kantita Kriveta Tambu Kankare Visukamandalivuna Viradna Devi Sanola Nila Kundala Prasuna Virujanumite Kadakari Shasiyama Kapetakshavajana Utamba Himbalamba Mana Pushpa Nekranavune Prakataranda Kinjani Kalapamajamanture Karinga Sunda Gandhika Varohato Vagoruke Kadakari Shasihamam Kripakatakshavajana Parikrama Manjulu Purana Bhaskara Samagaraja Hamsavam Sanepanati Gaurava Virola Eva Bharani Vidam Vicharu Chankrame Kadakari Sasihamam Vipadatashavajana Ananta Koti Vishnu Lokanam Napanojayate Simadhika Puromata Virincha Javaratale Apana Siri Diri 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 Janturinake Sadatari Satinama Vipadatashavajana Maheshwari, Maheshwari, Sareshwari, Sureshwari, Shivera Bharateshwari, Samana Sashaneshwari, Rameshwari, Shameshwari, Samodatanameshwari, Yogeshwari, Sansanite, Shivarite, Namosite, Mangalam Savam Nandini Karoki Santa Sandana Sivata Sakabhadana Svadetanaiva Santikati Rupakarmandasanam Svadetanaiva Jatari Satiyam Vipata Sakabhadana. Page 290. Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam Dasakundaram Gokule Brajamanam Yasodaviyam
Ajnanam timirandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshurunsmitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tudalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadavaktaya Namo Namah Yam Rajantam Manupetam Aveda Krityam Dvaipayano Virakara Taduvajuhava Murti Vitanmayataya Tadavogridu Tam Sarvabhuta Murimanatosmi Yavinai Aparadakshri Shiptasya Kamari Parangamadi Kripamayikam Sharanam Praparyam Brinde Namaste Sharanarabindam Tavaivasmi, Tavaivasmi, na jivami tam vina, iti vidyaya radhe, tam nayamam charanantike. Angashamalim chadaviravito, mandi kritem divaram, jadyam jagudarotisam vikalatam, patam varasya shriya. Vrindaranjanivasinam vidivasam nama amodaram radhaskandhaniveshito dvaramujam jayamadamodaram jayamadamodaram Adevika kubhadagadgadaya yavacha Yasheni Patya Bhuvidanda Udadati Asya Prasharamagatasya Janasya Kritva Gandharviketa Vagane Ganam Videni. First, I offer my unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Diksha Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Astotra Sat Shishima, Srila Bhakti Vedanta, Swami Prabhupada, and the same unlimited obeisances in the dust of the lotus feet of my most worshipful Shiksha Gurudev, Nityalila Pravishta Om Vishnupad, Astotra Sat Shishima, Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj and Shishima Bhakti Vedyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj to our Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, Thakur Prabhupada to all his divine associates, and all the assembled devotees and all the assembled devotees. Diksha Gurus are my Shiksha Guru, Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Bhan Maharaj and Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Siddhanti Maharaj. Today is a very auspicious day, as is every day in Kartik. Here we are at a very auspicious place that was thought of by Srila Gurudev in trance when he was doing bhajan many years before he built the temple and established the International Pure Bhakti Yoga Society. So Krishna revealed everything to him, and then he is built from scratch from the land this temple that we're at now, this beautiful temple. You have it there, Vasanti? So from here, we're doing local Parikrama today so that we have time to come back early enough to glorify Shishimad Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, whose divine appearance day is today. And we will be doing, I think, this evening, Guru Puja, so that everybody who comes, they love to do that. They love to take part in bathing and offering a lamp.
We're sitting with Fruity on the grass.
I'm
Right?
sorry?
We're sitting chanting with Fruity on the grass. Every afternoon before dawn.
Yeah, every afternoon we sit with them, we'd be on the steps or on the cement outside the grass. Okay, so today we're going to very wonderful places. Naradakund, Ratna Singhasana, Shamakuti, Kuala Pokar, and Kilolakund. So I'm going to ask Gadagraja Prabhu to please offer his Shraddha Pushpanjali glorification and heartfelt glorification of Naradakund. So I want to turn over the floor and throw over to him.
Okay.
And if somebody can turn the TV over to him.
Oh, really?
It's okay.
Oh, are you ready?
Yeah, I can say something.
Hare Samara. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Oh,
Should I come sit there?
yes. Can you turn the thing to him? You already studied?
This doctor, I read this one. I wrote that I'm pretty sure.
So am I still going tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Oops.
Did you show them Narada?
Because he did change, yeah.
Here we are at Narada Kund, and here's the deity of Narada that we can offer our whole bodies and hearts and mind to. Roll in the dust here and put the dust on our head, heart, eyelids, and tongue. And the dust is going to speak to us through Gada Graja. Can you put this on you?
First of all, I offer my unlimited obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of my worshipful Diksha Guru Devi, Srimati Shamarani Didi, and my Param Guru Devs, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, and all assembled devotees. I'm getting quite nervous. So Narada Kund is located near Giriraj Govardhan, close to Kusham Sarovar. And I read in Gurudev's Vraj Mandala Parikrama book that Narada Muni heard from Vrinda Devi the glories of the prema and the way in which the gopis worship the Supreme Personality Krishna. And Gurudev mentions that when one hears from a Rasik Tattvagyan personality in their heart, they can become inspired to serve. They can become inspired, and a greed or desire can awaken within their heart to worship, following in the footsteps of the gopis. And so Narada Muni had this greed awaken within him. Even though Gurudev explains that Narada is an eternal personality, still he exhibits this lila, and he undergoes intense austerities at Narada Kund. And Gurudev says after a long time, I don't know how long it is, but I imagine very long. After a long time, Purnamasa Yogamaya, she appears to him and allows him to dip or bathes him in Kusham Sarovar, in which Narada receives his gopi, his transcendental gopi form, as Naradiya Gopi. But like I said, Gurudev explains that Narada Muni is an eternal personality and serves in many different forms of the Lord internally, including that of Madhu Mangal in Saka relationship and as Naradiya Gopi Madhurya relationship. And so Gurudev closes the Brajmana Parikrama Narada Kund saying that this is a very nice place to visit. And so that's something that I've read.
Can you read this, because you mentioned very briefly that Narada is an eternal being. You want me to take that?
No, I just had a question about what he just said and what that he's an eternal being. I was wondering why, if all Rasas are within Madhurya, why does he have two forms? Why does he have a Sakya form to have for friendship? If there's friendship within Madhurya, why does he have the two relationships?
So Hemangani is asking, if all the rasas are already in Madhurya Ras, then why did he have to have two forms? One as a gopi and one as a,
Madhu. One is Sakya.
one as Sakya? What do you mean by Sakya?
Like one is Madhu Mongol. Friendship.
And about Narada,
And yeah.
and Narada gopi.
And
Okay, he's gonna read the answer to that right now.
Yeah.
This is a book that proves that all rasas are eternal.
What does Ras mean?
Ras means a mellow relationship with Krishna.
Starting in Ras in the Lord's Eternal
Loud,
Associates.
clear.
Starting here.
Yeah.
Rasa in the Lord's Eternal Associates. Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj explains the philosophy of the eternal rasas situated in the Lord's Eternal Associates. Question: if such a great devotee like Uddhava could not pass the gopis' entrance examination to see if he was eligible to learn how to get prema like theirs, how can I hope to get such prema? Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he is a Siddha Bhakta, a devotee already at the stage of perfection, so he cannot attain a new relationship with Krishna, but we are now independent. By serving and hearing from a Rasik, Tattva Gyan Vaishnava, you will develop greed for serving the gopis and the divine couple Sri Sri Radha Krishna. Then, by devotional practices, you can go to Goloka Vrindavan. One can even attain the state of enjoying the rasa dance with the gopis to serve them there. Question: Srila Gurudev, in that connection, we hear that Sri Narada Muni, who is also Siddha, performed so many austerities that Narada could, and he attained the body of a gopi. He was already Siddha, and yet he attained it. So why can't Uddhava get it? Srila Gurudev, Uddhava will not attain a gopi body. Narada eternally has so many forms in all the sweet pastimes of Krishna. In one form, he is Madhu Mongol, Krishna's cowherd friend. In a second form, he is Naradi Gopi. In another form, in Vaikuntha, he is with Lord Narayan. And he has another form in Swarga, heaven, with the demigods. He has so many eternal forms. Sripad Madhav Maharaj. Baladev Prabhu is also an example of this. He has Vatsalya, parental mood, Sakya, the mood of a cowherd friend, Dasya, the mood of a servant, and even Madhurya, the mood of a gopi, in the form of Ananga Mandri. Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Others like Nanda Baba and Yashoda, Vasudeva and Devaki, and Akrura do not add other rasas to their already eternally existing ras. If one has a sthayi bhav, the foundational ecstasy of a particular relationship with Krishna, in only one mood, he will always be in that one mood. In the beginning of one's devotional practices, by hearing about the Lord's pastimes, one may want to serve Sri Sri Radha Krishna, and he may also want to serve Sri Ramachandra. In that case, he will think about Ram and his associates like Hanuman, Bharat, and Lakshman. And he will also meditate on Sri Krishna's pastimes with his Sakas, or with Nanda Baba and Yashoda, or with the gopis. In other words, in the beginning, one is not situated in his permanent relationship, so one will sometimes be attracted to a particular relationship when he hears about it, and at other times, one may become attracted to another service relationship when he hears about it. Question: Gurudev, does the soul somehow separate to be in two forms and two pastimes? Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Krishna is a Khand Tattva. A Khand means undivided or whole. So how can he manifest in millions of forms? We cannot imagine anything inconceivable, even in this world. How have the trees come? Seeds come from trees, and trees again come from seeds. Flowers come from leaves. Flowers come and leaves come. How? We cannot imagine this. So everything about Sri Krishna is inconceivable. Question: consciousness is always expanding and Krishna is always expanding. So do Krishna's devotees also expand, even in their perfect spiritual forms? Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Yes. For example, Mother Yashoda has unlimited forms. Wherever Krishna is, she is. This is true for Nanda Baba also, and for Madhu Mongol, and all of Krishna's other associates as well. But their ras, their particular relationship with Krishna will be the
Ras.
same. Rasa. Rasa.
Ra,
Russ.
Rus,
Ras.
not Ras.
Ras.
Russ.
Ras. Their particular relationship with Krishna will be the same.
Good, fantastic. Wasn't that clarifying? So Narada couldn't have gotten the body of a gopi if he didn't already have it. But it's a pastime that he got it. Yes,
Also reminds me of in Gaur Leela, he's Srivas.
yes, in Gaur-Lila Yeshivas, he has so many eternal forms. Good. Okay,
Does Nard go be like the main form? Or is Nard?
I can't say, I mean, we've always heard the prominent form is Madhumangal. And usually we don't connect the two, but we can know that by the mercy of Srila Gurudev, that Madhumangal is the original, and then he manifested as Narada in so many forms with Ayodhya and Vaikuntha and things like that. But then there's also Naradiya, Gopi, but we haven't heard that that's the prominent.
I think so I understand like from Mangi's question was why would he need other forms if it's all already in the Gopi form? But if I'm understanding it's that he also has the form of Madhu Mangal because he can't serve Krishna in the way that Madhu Mangal does as
If he doesn't have a
Naradiya-
form
as
as
Naradiya
Madhu.
Gopi. Right.
Exactly. Good.
I also heard that Madhu Mangal served in Madhurya Rasa as a Priya Narmasaka.
Madhu Mangal serves in Sakiras.
Right, but
That's a big, it's a controversy, international controversy. That some people think that the Priyanam Sakas, who are the most intimate Sakas of Krishna, serve in Madhurya Ras.
not in Madhurya Rasa, but like in the Madhurya pastimes, like
They also can serve in the Madhurya pastimes,
That's what I meant.
but to a limit.
Right.
Like they can't go in the Kunj. Like Gurudev said, Prabhupada sings Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. You'll never hear the coward boys singing about the Kunjas. So they can't go in, they can be outside. They have other pastimes like holy. Yes, okay.
But is
So-
it hence that they changed their form from like Madhu Mangal to Naradiya Gopi? Like,
Not at different times, they're all eternal. Got it?
Simultaneous.
I don't get it.
That
I
means
think you're
it's so amazing.
confusing like his heavenly state for his manifest state. It's like,
I don't understand it.
Both of them are eternal, but still one comes from another. But both are eternal. One is original. Gopeswar Mahadev is the original. Lord Shiva, Sadashiva, Madhva, Bhim, Hanuman are all eternal forms, but they all come from Gopeswar Mahadev. Right? Inconceivable.
Yeah.
it's outside of time.
Outside, exactly.
That was Gurudev's.
Outside of time. Okay, so
Whoa.
let us offer our obeisances to this divine Narada Kund, and let us walk to Ratna Singhasana.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Yasamati Nandan.
Oh, Ratana Singhasana Paviraje. That's the Vrindavan.
Oh, and the Pushpa.
There is a Giriraj budget in there we can sing at the end, the Hindi one.
Okay. Do we have it though, so we can follow you?
Songbook,
Okay, great. All right, so we're going to go in a few days to Kusum Sarovar, a very, very prominent divine place, but right near there, 1 mile south, is Ratna Singhasana. On the Govardhan Parikrama, not too far from our Giriraj Govardhan temple where we're staying, and it's on the path coming to Radhakund, which will be, or who will be visiting in a few days. So this is the pastime. There are unlimited pastimes that took place here, but the following pastime also took place here. One full day after Shivaratri or Shiva Chaturdasi, Krishna, Balaram, and the gopis were playing Holi. So here's a pastime where the cowherd boys can enter into in the same place that the Madhurya pastimes are going on, because it was the cowherd boys against the gopis. Okay, so that's squirting each other with bright dye from a big syringe. You can see the sweet music of drums, cymbals, venas, and other instruments filled the air with melodious ragas, like the springtime rag. Nearby, Radhika sat on a jeweled throne. Ratna means jeweled and Sinasana means throne, like that. At that time, a follower of Kuvera, but who was actually a servant of Kamsa, named Shankachuda, who considered Krishna to be an ordinary human being, thought that he would enjoy the gopis. Very lusty demon. So he tried to abduct them. He tried to kidnap them. With voices full of distress, the gopis cried out, "Ram, Krishna!" Krishna ran to their call and killed Sankachuda. Now, Sankachuda had this jewel in his head. So he pulled out the jewel, he killed him, then he pulled out the jewel, and he gave the jewel to, here it says one thing, and another place it says another thing, because we have the Kalpa-Ved at different times, it happened in different ways. So he took the jewel from the demon's head, gave it to Balaram, who gave it to Radhika through Dhanistha. Dhanistha is a gopi, but she's not a gopi who engages in amorous affairs with Krishna. She's a Krishna Pakiya gopi. That means she lives with Mother Yasoda and serves the conjugal pastimes of Radha and Krishna. But in the house of Yasoda means she doesn't have that type of relationship. So Balaram gave the jewel to Dhanistha, who gave it to Radhika. In the Valapkus Manjali, it says that he gave it to Balaram, who gave it to Madhu Mangal, who gave it to Lalita, who gave it to Radharani. Either way, he wanted to give it to Radharani, but he didn't want anybody else to be jealous, so he gave it to Balaram knowing what Balaram would do with it, because Balaram knows Krishna's mind generally. So Balaram gave it to Madhu Mangal, who is a Priyanam Saka, who can, converse and connect with the gopis, unlike Balaram, who, because he's also in the mood of an elder, like a parent, because he's his elder brother, he can't mix very intimately with the gopis. They'll all show him respect from afar. So Madhu Mangal was the carrier. And that jewel remained on Radharani's chest. And you'll see it in the painting of Sevakunj there. She's wearing that Shamantaka jewel. And it has a very amazing history that goes on into the future, which we'll hear about at another time. So this is the place where Radhika sat on the jeweled throne. One may ask, how could a demon touch Radhika? So it's explained in one of the scriptures that he actually took her on his seat and held the seat, but he couldn't touch Radhika. And he drove the gopis like goats or something with a big tree trunk. And why did Krishna do this pastime? Because he's a show-off. And he wants to show the gopis how strong, powerful, how the guy likes to show that he's saving the girl. Okay, so Ratna Singhasana Ki Jai. Here's happens to be his footprint at Ratna Singhasana. We can touch the dust here at this stone, at the whole Ratna Singhasana where Radharani sat, and put the dust in our head, heart, tongue, and eyelids. Then we're jumping to Shamakuti, which is situated in a thick cluster of trees nearby to Ratna Singhasana. Here, Krishna smeared his body with musk. Musk is a black substance that you find in the navel of the deer, and it smells very beautiful. So Gurudev said, even if musk doesn't talk to you, it gets its message across to anyone who's near enough to it. Similarly, the dust of Vrindavan, the pure devotee, dust of Maya Purnavadweep, dust of the pure devotee's presence, even if they don't say anything, you get so much knowledge from their vicinity. So he put musk all over him. He dressed himself in blue garments, usually he wears yellow garments, and blue ornaments, and entered a blue kund. The leaves weren't blue, but the flowers were abundantly situated there in blue. So even the gopis were unable to recognize him because he merged in. Sometimes they play like that, especially if Jatila's going to come anywhere. They make sure they're in a kunj where Krishna can merge, or Radharani can merge. I call her camouflage, you know. When they finally recognized him, he performed many attractive pastimes with them. Nearby is a Bhajani Shila, a stone that makes very sweet sounds when you tap it, like, what is that thing that goes on now? Sound healing? Like that. Now we'll jump, take one Hanuman jump to Kuala Pokar. And again, it's very thick, beautiful, lush trees and creepers with millions of flowers. This place is right near Shamakuti. When Krishna herded the cows, he used to rest here at noon. And so Pokar means pond. Like there's another pond called Pili Pokar in Varsana. So there, Pili means yellow. So Mother Yasoda, when she sees Radha, thinks, I've got to have my son married to her. So when Radha came over, she just was beside herself with love and enchantment. So she put all these yellow designs on Radha's hand, which means there's going to be a marriage. And then when Radha was going back home, she was so embarrassed, nobody should see this. So she washed her hands in this kund, Pokar, and it became known as Pili Pokar. So this is Kuala Pokar. Kuala means cowherd boy.
Oh, cowherd.
So Balakopar, Bala means cowherd boy, and Kuala means cowherd.
Sorry, not coward like a
Cowherd.
Cowherd. Okay.
Cowherd.
Whole time I was like,
Cowherd.
yeah.
Oh my god.
all my friends are cowards. Like what?
So they're called Wallabalas. Wallabalas. So they lovingly served him in the mood of friendship. The inhabitants of Vrindavan have a lot of services that they do, the same kind of services. Like the gopis bathe Krishna sometimes. Mother Yasoda bathes Krishna. The cowherd boys are in the mood of friendship. They'll wrestle with Krishna. Radharani gets dressed up to wrestle with Krishna, but she doesn't have to wrestle because Krishna faints by seeing her go like that with her cloth that she ties around her hips to get ready for wrestling. So everyone's served, but in their own mood. And Krishna feels the affection in his own form. He feels the Vatsalya Bhav, he feels the Sakya Bhav, he feels the Gopi Bhav, he feels the Manjari Bhav. And so different things happen in the body and with the different moods. Like Mother Yasoda, she will just rain milk and tears in her Vatsalya Bhav. So here where we are now, Wala Pokar, they used to snatch, you know how boys snatch things from each other and run away and somebody else snatches something else? So there's a big snatching story which we'll hear in 1 minute.
Magani. Magani.
So there are many sweet Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Who's he?
The gas man.
Here to work on
Yes. Okay, so what else took place, not here, but a little ways from here, is at Suryakund, which is not too far from here, in the guise of a young priest. He put on a disguise of a priest, and because Jatila is Radharani's mother-in-law, she took Radharani to offer worship of the sun god, because they feel that the sun god is God.
What's his
Yes.
name?
Whose name?
The sun god?
Surya.
Surya.
Surya means the sun. Like Surya Grahan means the solar eclipse. So, in the guise of a priest, Krishna Radharani to say so many mantras, which one meaning would be for the sun and one meaning would be for Krishna. But we're going to talk more about that, or hear more about that from Srila Gurudev when we go to Suryakund. So Suryakund is not the main thing here. At Suryakund, because we are at Kuala Pokar, at Suryakund, after the worship, Jatila was so impressed with Krishna that she wanted to give him dakshin, or donation to the priest. And then Krishna said, I don't accept any dakshin. If you want, so that impressed her more. And then when she said, I only want your hearts, that impressed her even more. And then she told Radharani to give her a golden ring, but Radharani didn't want to give Krishna. She knew he was Krishna by then. She gave it to Jatila. Jatila gave it to Krishna. Then she wanted to give sweets, but Krishna said, I don't accept any dakshin. So Madhu Mangal said, so he doesn't accept, but I accept on his behalf. So you can give me all the ladus. So she did, and he wrapped it in a little cloth, put it in his sash, and they went off. And Jatila was very impressed with Krishna. So then Radharani went back to Yavat, feeling great separation. And the two, Madhu Mangal and Krishna, went back to where they were playing, which was Kuala Pokar. And at Kuala Pokar, they came here, they were all sitting and joking, and then Madhu Mangal was sitting a little bit off, like that. So, because he wanted to make sure his things weren't taken. So the wadis were carefully tied in his cloth. And then Balaram asked Madhu Mangal, oh friend, what is that bundle of yours? And Madhu Mangal said, nothing. So Baladev gave a signal to the cowherd boys. And some of them caught Madhu Mangal's hands. Some of them, one of them covered his eyes. And then Others forcibly snatched the bundle. Laughing loudly, they shared the ladders among themselves and ate them right in front of Marumangal. And he became furious. He took his Brahmin thread, because even though he's a coward boy, he's a Brahmin by caste. So he took his thread, said, now I'm going to curse all you coward boys. And I'm going to tell King Kamsa. So, Krishna somehow or other pacified him. Oh, don't do it, brother. What can Kamsa do anyway? But still, don't tell him, and don't be bothered. So then the Sakyas gave Madhumangal some of the, actually he begged for it. He was crying and laughing and begging for the rest of the laddus. So he got some crumbs at the end. So this Kuala Pokar carries the memories. So if we go there, even if the dust doesn't tell us, best thing is to go with the pure devotee. He'll tell us, and even if he doesn't tell us, his presence will reveal the pastimes of the Dham. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also rested here for a short time, and he also remembered these pastimes. Now one more place, let's take a jump. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Here we are at Kalolakund, which lies
I
south.
love this place too.
You like that place? Why?
All these places are so wonderful.
All the places are wonderful. And Kalolakund, Kunda means pond. So here we are at Kalolakund. Let's go down the steps. They are a little slippery, be careful. Go down the steps, take Achman here, and if you like, you can jump in. Now come out. Okay. And when you jump in, go under and remember the pastimes. And the pastimes will be all around you. Because the boys and girls actually took bath here. So Kuala Pokar lies a little bit south of Kuala Pokar, and Kalola, like Kalma, it means play. So Kalola means sports or frolics. So as the name suggests, this kunda is where put your tongue up, got it, kunda. As the name suggests, and if you listen carefully when the Bengali devotees preach, you can learn, sing, you can learn a lot about pronunciation. Huh? Radha Kunda. Tata. So as the name suggests, this kunda is where the divine couple Radha and Krishna played in the water called Jalakeli. And the Sakas also frolicked and played here. So let's all bow down here, take the dust on our heads, hearts, tongue, and eyelids. And we've taken the Achman. Let's run up the steps and let's run back to our temple, Giridhari Gaudiya Math, where we will hear some atoms of the ocean of glorification of Shishimad Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, whose appearance day is today. Shri Sridhar Maharaj ki jai. Kalola Kunda ki jai. Kuala Pokar ki jai. Ratna Singhasana ki jai. Krishna Kuti ki jai. Narada Kunda ki jai. So, I'm going to ask Vasanti to head up this part of the program.
Jai.
Jai. Jai, jai.
Jai.
And she will take the microphone and speak right into it, directly into it. And we will turn the camera, and she will take this little mic which connects to the phone.
Okay, well, we don't have much time. Maybe we could watch a movie during lunch.
Maybe one short movie now.
Or part one, because it's 3 parts. Yeah, short one now. Okay. So
Because he's the best glorifier of himself.
he is. Just to
Just by
show,
seeing him and hearing him, we can see his glories.
That's cool.
yeah, so just to show Sifanta Prabhu, this is Srila Bhakti Sridhar Maharaj.
He's got it. Cool clothes.
Yes, he's one of the senior most disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he's Bhakti Rakshak, which his title means the guardian of devotion, for his amazing explanations of the whole philosophy in such poetic
That
and
was so poetic.
beautiful language. Janardhan has to go, so we can read this later, Janardhan? I was gonna read one thing.
Wait.
Okay, just really quickly before we, so Janardhan asked, so this is Srila Sridhar Maharaj's Upadeshamrita, Nectar of Instruction. It's actually not a direct commentary on, he didn't like do a commentary of this book, but all his disciples took the kata he gave and put it in the appropriate verse. And when Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was leaving this world, he asked for Srila Sridhar Maharaj to sing Sri Rupa Manjari Pada. And so he was very close and near and dear to Saraswati Thakur. So this morning, Janardhan was asking about this verse, fourth verse, Didati Pratigati, Guyam Akiti Prachati, Bhukte Bodhite Chaiva, Sadvinam Pintilakshanam, about revealing one's mind in confidence and inquiring confidentially. So I'm just going to read this part, it's only a page. Here we go. Here. Revealing one's mind and inquiring confidentially. Guyam Akiti. I should reveal my innermost feelings to the sadhu. From my innermost heart, I feel these many particular things within myself. Are these feelings good or bad? And if bad, what is the remedy? We shall place our inner heart before him so that he may examine us and proceed accordingly. Whatever the innermost feeling is, that should be divulged to a sadhu. I think that answers your question. To a sadhu. I must reveal everything of my entire heart to him and also hear what is conceived within his heart. The private things within my heart must be disclosed, and I must acquire the private things within his heart. I shall inquire about the inner wealth within his heart. Prichati, inquiry. We shall ask his advice and put questions which are necessary for me at this stage. What is the secret of your holy life? Please tell me, and I shall try to follow that example in order to get out of my present circumstances. In your case, how did you gain relief? We shall try to collect the secrets for success in life from a sadhu. Tadvidi pranipatena pranipashnena sevaya. Such knowledge should be achieved through submission, inquiry, and service to those who are wise and have seen the supreme truth. Pariprashna. Honest, sincere inquiry is always allowed, but not with the tendency towards tarka, argument. Not with argument. All our efforts should be concentrated to understand in a positive line without leaving a state of doubt of suspicion. With all attention, you shall try to understand, because it is coming from a higher source where I am not known. Pariprashna will be the outcome of surrender. I am hopeless. I can't ascertain the truth. It is a dire necessity for me, but I can't help myself. With this hankering, with no hope of any remedy, I shall most humbly try and start to inquire modestly. I shall try to know, what is this? What is that? What is the meaning? The mood should not be that I shall finish knowing about this matter. That sort of attitude will not allow us to come into the real domain. Nor should we inquire simply out of curiosity or desire for philosophical mastership or anything of that kind. Its only necessity is for the satisfaction of the Lord. Reality is by itself and for itself. It must be for himself, for his interest. This prashna, inquiry, is necessary. Inquiry should be made only to satisfy Krishna and the devotees of Krishna, for his cause, not for my cause, if it is independent of his satisfaction. Another most important thing is that it is also necessary for service. Service is the only important thing. What is necessary? What will be necessary to render proper service? That sort of pariprashna is required. A dire necessity for service, for discharging my duty. I want to serve the cause, not to lord it over. If the spirit within is to lord it over, everything will be spoiled. It is not a plane of us being masters. It is not something that we can use according to our whim. We are putting ourselves into the fire. What I am, that will vanish, and from within, my higher divine self will come out. What I am presently is a nasty thing, but what is within me, that is divine and noble. With this hope, we shall go.
Good.
Aye.
That's
Evil. Jay is going to book something. Okay, so this beautiful video of Srila Srinivas is Kirtana on harmony. It's 3 parts, so we'll watch the first part now, and then hopefully maybe you can watch the second during Prashad.
How the things of opposite types can be harmonized by higher principle. To harmonize things of a particular plane, energy of the higher plane is necessary to harmonize. Thesis, antithesis, synthesis. Anything, and there must be something anti. Cannot that be? Some opposition, some opposite conception. Every statement, some opposition. And to harmonize that. Hegel says that is the process of progress. Process of progress. Progress means this. Whatever there will be, some opposition, conception of opposition, possibility. The possibility of opposition, and then to do away with the opposition, greater harmony is necessary. Highest type of harmony is so. The diversity ultimately helps it. The opposition helps the main flow. Not only harmonized, but it enhances the beauty of the harmony. When harmony is successful, then it becomes the necessity of beauty. The necessity of beauty and harmony are the same thing. Beauty, harmony is perhaps used in the sound world, and beauty in the eye world, eye and the ear. But anyhow, the opposition enhances the beauty. If there would not be any diversity, then beauty was not possible. Different things will be, and they will be harmonized, and that is beauty. Belong. Otherwise it will be jumbled together, and it becomes Brahma. So Krishna represents beauty, and his harmonizing capacity exceeds, supersedes everything. Even stealing is beautiful, lying is beautiful, whatever he does, his wickedness is also beautiful. The conception of the greatest harmony, that we can harmonize anything and everything. Nothing can be there which he cannot harmonize. So the opposition, what is very objectionable, the stealing, the lying, debauchery, so to say, is inconceivable in him, all harmonized. All harmonized, so sweet. Do any enemy also becomes friend in harmony. Beauty means that, harmony means that. Guru, not afraid, observe them. Bhayam didiya vimvi satasya. The origin of fear only comes from the lack of harmony. Fear, fear borns from disappointment of harmony. Otherwise, no place of any fear. Ditya, bhayam, dityavi. Undesirability is represented in Sanskrit as bhayam. Bhay means apprehension. Apprehension, fear, originates from lack of harmony. Bhayam ditya vivi satasya, second interest. Common interest, one interest. If we can reduce many interests into one interest, as parts of one interest, then there is harmony, no fear. Only fear from separate interest. Clash within separate interest. But if that can be linked in common interest, no fear. Mayam didya vivi satasya. Isha gapitusya vipurjarushmati. The first stage that we are afraid, we have got apprehension. Why? Didya vivi, we are suffering from the mania of second interest, separate interest. So we are afraid, we have got apprehension. Didya vivi, isha gapitusya. When does it come to effect? To take place? This apprehension, isha gapitusya. When we deviate from the common master, idea of common master, common controller, common guardian, then only we suffer from apprehension. The Vraja, the disease of apprehension arises only when we lose, we separate ourselves from the common controller, common guardian of all. Isha the master consciousness. That we have got a master, we have got a controller, and he is common to all. And he is our interest represented there in that common master. Isha Gyan. I have got my master, and he is to look after that, and he is master of all. So no apprehension. So deviation from the consciousness of a common master, common guardian, the apprehension comes to us. Isha Gapitusya before Jayo Asmati, and then when deviated, one is minus of the common guardian, then before joy, it comes in a very unfavorable circumstances. Losing that common master consciousness, it comes in a very dreadful position before joy. Before joy, Asmati, and forgets his puzzle, and forgets his own real self, and the self-interest also he loses. Before joy, Asmati, he's beside himself. Asmati. Tammayatu vivavadittam. Then if he can come, he comes to know anyhow by the help of the external sadhu. And that is his Maya. Then who can control the Maya? He does not go to fight with Maya, illusion, misconception, the forgetfulness of the center, the forgetfulness of the guardian. Then he appeals to the guardian, himself. If we fall on the ground, with the help of the ground, we stand again. So, our forgetfulness of our guardian, that is the cause of all the disasters in which I find ourselves. And again, and the only way to get out of the, to be reinstated in that idea of guardian, common guardianship. And that is affected by the sadhus, the normal, that are not deviated from God consciousness. With their help, we have to appeal to that, the whole controlling agency, and then we can again be reinstated in that Ishab Gyan, that I have got my master. I have got my master, to whom, in whose holy feet I am to take shelter. I am to surrender to my master. The life of surrender again comes. We take and everything is there. Only we should always be conscious of our guardian, the highest harmonizer. The problem is one. Only one problem, that we deviate from the consciousness of our guardian, and only way to get out of the trouble to become conscious of our common guardian. That is God consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Back to God, back to home, back to Godhead. The only one problem, we are deviated from Godhead, and we shall try to go towards Godhead. We shall go back to Godhead. The only one walk, that is necessary, what is necessary. Back to Godhead, back to home, back to God, back to home. The general problem is this. And like so many variegated ways, that is to be promoted. But the main thing is this. Hari Krishna, Hari Krishna, Guru, Hari Guru, Hari Guru, Hari Guru. The Krishna consciousness, the center of highest harmony. And harmony is sweetness, harmony is beautiful. Harmony is Krishna, harmony is our guardian, harmony is our mother, that is their guardian, harmony is our master. That is sweetness, that is love. No apprehension. I'll be devoured by the inauspicious element around. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Goswami Maharaj, Haridas Ki Mahamahotsav Ki
Jai.
Mahamahotsav Ki
Jai.
Mahamahotsav Ki
Jai. Go.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I was pressing the lens would be nice.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
This one's okay. They're all the same.
Do
you know how to tell what is a good
Did you want this song?
Yeah, I think I'll get one.
Did you need this?
So
5
it's
minutes.
yeah.